Hi friends and hi students. In the last session, we learned what is internet, the history of internet and where it all started. Today, we are going to learn some of the important internet terminologies which we normally hear and we already know. You all might be knowing all these things, but let us just revise what is these concepts. The first internet terminology which we normally hear is the World Wide Web or WWW. Now, everybody gets confused that World Wide Web is internet or internet is World Wide Web. It is not so. WWW is part of internet. It is a large resource of information from where we can get access to thousands and thousands of websites by clicking on different links. Now, these websites are a collection of different web pages which consist of text, animation, graphics, audio, video, and images. So using this, we can go from one site to another site and access the web pages which are there inside that. Next one, home page. The first web page that we open in any website is called as the home page. That page contains the introductory information regarding that particular web page. Now, what is this hyperlink? Now, hyperlink is anything but a text or an image which when clicked will take you to some other web page or some other website. Now, clicking can be done by knowing that it is a hyperlink. When you take the mouse pointer near that, it changes to the symbol of a hand. When you click it, it takes you or redirects you to some other place or website. Now, what is a web browser? If I want to access these websites and web pages, I should have an application or a software. So that particular software, which is going to help us in order to access different websites and web pages, that particular software is nothing but your web browser. Common web browsers are Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, Internet Explorer, Microsoft Edge, and many more. So here we learned that WWW is part of internet, and these things, website, web page, home page, hyperlinks, web browsers are all part of this World Wide Web. Coming to the next concept now. There are few more terminologies which are associated with your internet. They are protocol, HTTP, URL, chatting, VC, that is video conferencing, social networking, e-learning, e-shopping, e-reservation, and blog. All these have become very, very normal to all of us. Isn't it? Every day we hear these terms. But what are these terms? Let us just understand now. The first one is protocol. The set of rules which tell us how the communication between two computers which are connected in a network should take place. That set of rules or regulations is called as what? It is called as protocol. Some of the common protocol names that we hear is TCP/IP protocol, which is transmission control protocol. We have FTP protocol, that is file transfer protocol. Then we have SMTP protocol, which is simple mail transfer protocol. So each set of protocol has got a set of rules which take place and or which is required for the better communication between computers in a network. The second one is again a protocol, HTTP, that is Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Now, if you want to access websites which are there in the World Wide Web, these websites are written using a language called as HTML, that is Hypertext Markup Language. In order to access these web pages, we require a protocol which understands the using of these particular pages, and that protocol is your Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Next one is URL, Uniform Resource Locator. Now, every website or web page that is there has got a unique address in the entire network of computers. Now, this unique address, which is used in order to access these websites, is called as URL. For example, we write www.google.com. We write HTTPS colon, then 2 forward slashes, then www.google.com. Here HTTPS is the protocol and www.google.com is the domain name which is going to be accessible to us by that particular name, because understanding these websites by their numbers, which is the IP address, is very difficult, like 123.456. So that becomes very difficult. So URLs are given in order to uniquely identify the websites in a network. The next one is chatting. So online communication between two or more people using text for communication purpose is called as chatting. Nowadays, chatting has become an integral part of our lives, isn't it? We chat with our friends, family, teachers, and relatives and everything. And we use many applications for this chatting purposes. So we initially the concept started for sending only the text part, but now we can send audio, we can send video across any platform for interacting at the same real time in the most efficient way. Okay. Next one is VC, that is video conferencing. So if we access people, or if we are able to talk to people using the video mode or using audio and video mode in real time, in spite of our geographical distances, then that concept is called as VC or video conferencing. So two or more people can get connected irrespective of whichever place they are staying. One may be in Delhi, Bombay, Chennai, Kolkata, any place. They can sit at the same time. They can switch on their video and audio, and they can talk, and they can share messages. They can share documents, and they can take decisions. So meetings, when the physical meetings are not possible, we can go for VC, that is video conferencing. Next one is social networking. So meeting of people having similar interest, okay, having similar interest online for sharing our messages, photos, videos, and everything, connecting with our friends and family. That concept is social networking. E-learning means what? Learning through internet using online study platforms for effective interaction with teachers, doubt clearance, and everything. We go for e-learning. E-shopping means what? Availing the products and services by different shopping websites online through internet, and doing the transactions also online is called as e-shopping. Next one is which one? It is e-reservation, booking of plane tickets, train tickets, then your movie tickets, everything, bus tickets, everything. If we do hotel reservations, if we do online through transactions, then it is called as e-reservation. And the last one is blog. Now, penning down our area of interest in the form of, say, articles or small messages is called as blog. Okay, the full form of this one is weblog, and it is taken from the word blog is taken from two words, web and log. B is taken from web, log is taken from the entire word. And if a person shows interest in any topic and writes his or her thought process in a website and blogging websites, and it is called as blog. So more about this we are going to learn in the next session. Till then, take care.